Hi, everybody. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Stirling and I live in Guadalajara, Mexico. And sometimes here I am known as Edward or Eduardo because that is one of my middle names and it is an impossible name to pronounce. This channel on YouTube called Jalisco Home is all about giving you information about Jalisco, kind of encouraging Americans to come and retire here with a United States-based income, as we did. In a lot of other videos, I've given you information about affordable housing options that most Americans would probably be attracted to. In this video, I want to talk to you about a little bit about part of the real Guadalajara, what you would see outside the gates. I'm just going to show you a few pictures from outside the gates from where we live. This photograph is right outside the gates from where we live, and it's very interesting, the contrast in Mexico from one area to another. Areas that appear to be very poor versus areas that appear to be doing very well. The interesting thing to me culturally is the people are all the same either way. In fact, it feels to me like in the areas that seem to suffer from poverty, the people seem to be perhaps even warmer. This is the first street outside the gate where you could turn left. You see there's a number of small businesses here, including a little eatery. And when we were out driving yesterday, we just decided to take some pictures to have something to talk about. That is the wall between our world and the world outside. On the right is Las Terrazas, a subdivision. On the left is local housing outside the wall. Same street. Turn inside, down the street a little bit. It's just a typical residential slash industrial area. The ubiquitous Volkswagen Beetle, which is still in very common use. This is cool, a very cultural thing. There's a horse culture in the city in Mexico. This is not out in the country somewhere. This is right outside the gates of our community. You find people, you just go for a drive, you find people out riding their horses. It's a kind of a redneck kind of a thing. It's called a naco kind of a thing, which is naco is kind of a negative word, but redneck can be a negative word anyway. But as we were driving along, we saw these two guys. Apparently they're training this one horse or something to that effect. So we took a few pictures as we were riding along. This is the same group of guys. It's really kind of cool because we're in the city. We're not out on the sticks somewhere. There's a horse culture. The horse culture is alive everywhere here. These kind of residential slash industrial houses. There's some residential houses along here. That's the street, like right to the left of this picture is where we just were on the beginning slide. These houses probably, if you were to find a house for sale in this neighborhood, they're probably, starting at the 300,000 peso mark. You can buy a house here for like 10,000 US dollars and up. And if you are seasoned and you can speak good Mexican Spanish, you probably do just fine. It just depends what kind of person you are. And I kind of doubt if the average retiree is going to want to live in this kind of an area. But I just provide this information for context, for information's purposes. I wouldn't mind living in a place like this, knowing in advance a little bit more about the neighborhood. But some people would object to it. But this is right outside the corner, right outside the gate, right around the corner from our house. So, just a little interesting cultural information. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm going to keep giving you more and more information about Jalisco, about Guadalajara. If you have any questions, send them to me, make a comment in the video, anything you like. Contact information in the video. We have a website called JaliscoHome.com. We have a group in Facebook called Jalisco Home. We have 2 different pages in Facebook called Jalisco Home, one in English, one in Spanish. So I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks for following me, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.